A key aspect of this is removing grit and minerals while pigeons are on medications. As an experienced pigeon fancier and amateur veterinarian focused on racing pigeon health, I have seen firsthand how improper antibiotic administration can lead to complications and undermine treatment efficacy. The number one rule is ensuring medications are absorbed by the bird's systems optimally and without interference. This is why temporarily removing grit and minerals is vital. Grit is small stones and coarse sand racing pigeons intentionally swallow to accumulate in their crops and gizzards to grind up food and seed as part of the digestion process. Mineral supplements provide essential trace nutrients needed for bone health, metabolism, and proper enzymatic functions. Both play crucial dietary roles during normal daily function. However, during medication time periods, they can greatly inhibit antibiotic absorption and effectiveness if still provided uncontrolled. Here's why. Antibiotics in racing pigeon management are most often administered through drinking water, with dose calendars requiring maintaining set drug concentrations in their water source over multiple days. Allowing birds to continue ingesting grit and minerals during this window significantly dilutes drugs in the water as the insoluble granules accumulate at the bottom of drinkers. This drops the intended therapeutic levels being presented to the bird's gastrointestinal tracts. Studies have shown antibiotic plasma bioavailability in avian species can be reduced by over 60% when doses are taken concurrently with dietary grit or minerals versus provided optimally on an empty digestion system. For antibiotics to work properly and fight underlying illnesses, achieving full drug absorption from the digesta into the bloodstream is essential. Removing normal rations of grit and minerals encourages hungry birds to drink more frequently from medicated water vessels without diminishing drug delivery each sip. It also prevents excess binding interactions between oral pharmaceutical compounds and the insoluble particulates that can hamper uptake across the intestinal lumen. I dose according to meticulous temporal schedules, and any dilution factors or ingestive barriers stand to severely impact treatment programs and health outcomes. Additionally, many antibiotic medications themselves can interact poorly with supplementary minerals provided exogenously. Tetracyclines and fluoroquinolones, two of the most powerful broad-spectrum antibacterial drugs for severe racing pigeon infections, readily chelate divalent metals like calcium, iron, and zinc commonly found in mineral mixes. These complexes are entirely indigestible to pigeons, further dropping net drug bioavailability. Temporary mineral withdrawal helps avoid such binding scenarios that disable antibiotics from reaching therapeutic indices. Now, I understand completely it may seem counterintuitive depriving racing pigeons of essential grit and micronutrients when they are already feeling poorly and require added nutrition. I struggled with this concept early in my veterinary career. However, after observing countless resolved cases over the years that may have otherwise experienced complications, the proof is irrefutable for me now. Maintaining antibiotics as the sole ration items during dosing windows provides the highest probability of safe, effective treatment and expedient recovery. My typical protocol centers on removing standard grit supplies starting 12 hours before the first medicated water administration. Minerals get withdrawn as well if combining antibiotics known to interact with trace metals. I ensure ample feed remains to prevent hunger issues. Clean water with proper drug levels is presented in clean vessels 4 equidistant times daily to encourage drinking given the absent abrasives. And critical probiotics get supplemented separately to support positive gut flora balance amidst antibiotics. After the final day's doses, grit and minerals get reintroduced using a staggered schedule over 48 hours to avoid sudden overconsumption issues that can shock the bird's crops. Using these evidence-based steps has given me tremendous success modulating even the most pressing pigeon epidemic swiftly and safely over decades of racing events. I implore all pigeon keepers to grasp the pharmacokinetic nuances around properly administering medicines to their birds. Something as basic as temporarily removing insoluble supplements stands to vastly amplify the healing potential modern antibiotics can provide our prized racers. I hope this breakdown from my many years of avian pharmacological experience proves valuable toward your flock's future health and racing success moving forward if ever such interventions become needed down the road. Please do not hesitate to reach out with any other questions. There are many reasons to buy my racing pigeon method. Here are some of the best reasons. You will get excellent results. It's a very simple system to use. It's affordable. I have had over 400 first prize winners. It's adaptable to any situation. You can use it with any racing method, natural, widowhood, young birds. It's a very effective method. There is no need to spend a lot of money on fancy pigeon products. It's a reliable system and it is foolproof to use. Professional athletes, race horses, take the same products. There is science behind this, not just hearsay. It is all to do with red blood cells and oxygen in the blood. Without that, a pigeon will not race well. or an athlete will not win a race if he has low oxygen in his blood. The above is fact and is 100% science. There are a few things you can do to improve your chances of winning at racing pigeons. One of the most important things is to learn as much as you can about the sport. You'll need to know the different types of pigeons, how to train them, and how to race them. Another key factor is practice. You'll need to be able to fly your pigeons competently in order to win races. And, of course, you'll need to have the funds to invest in racing pigeons and other racing equipment.